Hi friends, Andromeda of Earth here, doing our weekly reading for February 9th through the 15th. Alright, the 15th? Yeah! Our weekly reads, we do a simple 3-card spread that can be read in 3 different ways. Past, present, future, head, heart, and balance, and then know, show, and grow. Working this week with the Wolfe Tarot. Love this deck. I have the first edition back. Mainly green. I received one of the pink ones in my order for Sigil Oracle, and I think I want to order another one just because the back is so beautiful. Is that capitalistic? I don't know. I just think about it as investing in art. Yeah, I could literally just keep using this deck and just lay it around as like tiles, you know what I mean? Like, it's so beautiful. Thank you, Devaney. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of the project. So I welcome any and only benevolent beings to this space. Welcome any ancestors and ancients, or any ascended masters who are in alignment with divine will and universal law, are welcome here. What information do we need to know for this week? King of Swords. The first thing that pops out to me about this card is the Fibonacci spiral that is featured. The woman is sort of lounging, but she's traveling through space effortlessly. So, the king being the master of that suit, and swords being our mental realm, having this in the spot of our head and our past very much makes sense to me. If we were to actually look back on our life, it's not a straight line, it's a curve, right? If we were to look through space as we are traveling, we don't just travel like that straight through the galaxy. We look exactly like this. If we can allow ourselves to tap into that wisdom, which you totally can, it means opening yourself up to receiving that information. But we can, it's there, it's available. Okay? Know that. Yeah. Notice the patterns that are around. Yeah, look up at the sky. That might give you some space to reflect, to receive the master knowings. The background is like a green but also an orange, so allow yourself to feel it and allow yourself to taste it. our sense, ruled by our sacral chakra in our heart. Feel out our sacral chakra. Feel out our heart chakra. Allow those to guide us and guide our mind and our knowing. It's a two-way communication from our heart to our brain. It isn't just our brain telling our heart to pump, 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 pump. Actually, it doesn't work like that. It's a two-way communication, and actually our heart will speed up in anticipation of an event and before an event actually happens. Our hearts are that intuitive. This is just science. Just talking about heart research. We're in the position of our heart. Speaking of our heart, the Wheel of Mars. Yummy. So this is one of the few cards in the deck that doesn't actually have like a human representation on it. It just looks like a gate opening up to like the all-knowing eye, awareness, the cosmos. I can't remember if this is one of the extra cards in this deck. I'm gonna have to look ahead real quick. There we go, the Tower. So, having a tower moment in our heart, giving us a call, giving us a call to action, right? We're faced with this opportunity in front of us. There's a big building right there. Do we step up the stairs? Do we walk the other way? You know, we could find something if we went inside, but it looks kind of dangerous. We might die. It's like fiery. The death is, of course, a metaphor. Allow yourself to really look at your heart. Look at the structure of it. Do you have that fire, that sacred flame in your heart? When does it get stoked? You know, when does your will of passion, your will of Mars get turned on? When does the lightning strike? So the mantra here for this tower moment in our show position in our heart, our present moment. I rise from the rubble of old identities to become who I am meant to be. I rise from the rubble to become who I am meant to be. I trust you. I don't use this space to give advice, only to pass on messages, being a conduit for those messages. In our position of growth and balance and future acknowledgements. Very cool. So I just, in the guidebook for Devaney's tarot deck here, it says that this tower moment is the counterpart to death. And here it is. Not in focus. So we're not really able to see right now how this death is manifesting for us. I mean, that's why it showed up, because our current actions are manifesting this death, which is not in focus. This being in here, nice. This being in here is very reminiscent of Anubis, which I love how Anubis and cannabis and you know, the Anubis being a canine, cannabis. I love that. I mean, personally, I've been working with death for a really long time, in that I became obsessed with it during college when I was in occupational therapy school. I decided every project I was going to do was going to be occupational therapy and hospice. And the blessing in that was that I really went through and processed death. It helped me to be with people in that state of dying. Which actually just helped me to just be with people and holding space. It's not an easy thing to do. We always want to fix things. You know, like if someone's having a hard day, instead of just like letting someone have their hard day, which we all know we have to have hard days. They're not all going to be good. They all can't be good. It can't be good unless you have a hard day. You wouldn't know what a good day was. So there's that. Anyway, now of course I'm not talking physical death. And we go through death all the time. Every time we close our eyes, it becomes a visual death. Every time we exhale versus inhalation, inspiration, you know? Every time it's night outside, we go through the death of a day, death of light. So it goes through many ways. I did a quick count, and there are 7 different versions of this woman, and they're like all bigger. You know, one's bigger than the other. I'm seeing 7 different energies, whether that be energy bodies, or our 7 chakras, or 7 days of the week, or 7 other planets in the solar system. Whatever it is. There's almost this breathing in, or breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. You know, one way we can grow is practicing our breath work. So I'm saying with this, practicing being around death, being okay with it. Maybe if we practiced death in other ways, we wouldn't have to practice it in a physical way, and we could explore physical immortality if we knew death could manifest in other ways. Something to think about. And our shadow this week is the Three of Wands. So there's being here, staring out into this void of clouds, and a galaxy, like this portal is just opened up to another world here, and they're looking at it from this rock in a barren desert, almost in like a life's greener on the is that like the grass is greener on the other side kind of moment, but more like contemplating whether that's how it is. When I think of threes, I think of creativity or anxiety. Feel free to get creative as a way to channel that unknowing. Being okay with your unknowing. Not moving anywhere and just kind of being still. It's okay. You'll know when the time to move is. You'll have no doubt. Okay. I'm going to put this up and post for you. I will have part 2 with the altar, including crystals and Reiki. I like to use these ones. These are the ones that are in the bundle. If you sign up at that tier, you get a crystal in the mail. It's one of these. I'm just in love with clear quartz. It's incredibly powerful, universal magic. Anyway, using these, doing energy work, setting up a crystal grid, these cards, creating some journal prompts, and a list of symbolism to explore, and then any links to things I might have talked about. So that will be up on part 2 on Patreon. Yeah, that's it for right now.